All right, now it's time to talk about the packages and the modules in Python. Okay, so actually you can see, or you remember when we created our first.py file. Okay, now it's time to be more realistic. Okay, so here you can see that we have the first.py. Okay, now the first thing, let's make this directory and let's name it python underscore files. Okay, and by the way, let's remove this first Python. We don't need it anymore. So let's clear the screen and let's go to the Python. Now let's go to the Python files. Okay. Now here inside it, let's touch our first file and touch. This is command used to create a text files. It's okay. You can use whatever you want, or you can use actually the Visual Studio itself. From here, you can create a new file from here. Anyway, they are the same, nothing important. So main.py, okay, this is the main function. And let's create another thing. Now this time we want to create first.py, first something, it's okay. Okay, now let's make another directory, and this directory we will call it functions. Okay, it's okay, just arbitrary names. So we have the first.py, the main.py, and we have the functions. Now inside the functions, so let's go to the functions. Inside it, we want to create another file, and this file we will name it fun1.py, and let's create fun2.py. Okay, clear. Else, you can see that. Now let's open a file or open a folder from here. Okay, and the folder will be Python files. Okay, now okay from here, and you can see that we have it here. Let's quit from this, we don't need it. Yeah, so you can see that we have the functions, we have the main, we have the first.py. Okay, so again, the first thing, I will go to the main. Now the main here, I will print this thing, and this thing will be called, this is main.py. Okay, and the first here will be print, this is first. And the functions, inside function one, let's define this function, whatever function it is, it's no big deal. And let's print inside fun from fun1.py, and fun2, let's have it the same as fun1, like this, but this time will be from fun2, like this. Okay, okay, so far so good. All right, now I want for all of these to be connected together or can be imported together. So we will use this statement, which is the import statement, and I will import a lot of things. So actually I can import modules, library. So for example, OS, this is a library or a module can be imported using Python, and this can use or run commands on the operating system. We have sub-processes, we have math, we have a lot of things actually, but all of these are standard or built-in. Now what if I want to add one of these? Actually I can do that, it's okay. So the first thing you need to understand that we are inside the main, and the main is the same level as first, so I can just add import first. Okay, so if I import first, I can do whatever I want. So for example, inside first, let's remove the print statement, this, let's put I equal 10. All right, and here from first, I want to print the I. Okay, but I can't print I like this. I need to modify or to add this thing, which is first.I. Okay, and I is the variable inside the first.py, that's the one we imported. Okay, so let's print this and run the main actually to check this out. So let's return here. You can see that we have the main py, so Python 3, the main.py. Yeah, everything is working as expected, which is 10. This is py.main.py, as you can see. Now if I removed the first actually like this, this will not work because I is not defined here. Again, let's run. Yeah, I is not defined. because I is defined inside the first dot by, which is I equal 10. This is inside the first. Okay, so to do or to understand or to import the I inside the first, you need to put first dot I first, then we can print it out. All right, and of course you need to import it first. All right, now what if I want to import these functions? Okay, I want to print the function, this function. Okay, I want to call this function that inside fun dot by fun1. How to do that? I need to use the import. Yeah, you are right. But this time you can see that fun1 is not the same level as the main, which is the one we are. No, they are inside the functions directory. So you need to put functions, this, and then put dot symbol, and then use fun1 as expected. Now, how to print that, or actually how to call this function? So I want to call this function, which is fun, and that print this statement. How to do that? Well, actually, you can do this by putting this thing, functions dot fun1, now dot fun with this. So this will call the function inside the fun1, that inside the functions directory. Okay, now hope this will work. Let's see if it is working or not. Now let's clear the screen first and let's run it. Yeah, inside fun from fun1, and this is inside, or this is main.py. Yeah, everything is working correctly. Now this is the same thing for fun2. Okay, okay. Now let's return for the first. Okay, let's put a comment here actually. Now by default, by the way, this is the comment in Python, and let's print the value from the first dot I. Okay, now we already saw that we don't need to run it again. But actually, what if I don't need this to be here? I want to just print I immediately. Okay, how to do that? Well, it is easy. So print like this, and yeah, as you can see, import first here. This time we will use this from argument or from word. So from first, import star. Okay, you can see that. So I imported from first dot by, import everything. So this time I don't need to put the first here. You can see I can print I immediately. So it will print I from here. Okay, now let's check this out actually. Yeah, you can see 10 has been printed without using first dot by inside the main, I mean. Okay, another thing. So actually this will be working on the functions as well. So if I import functions without putting functions dot by, and I called the function, but this time I called not one, and that's the thing we already saw. Now this time I will print the fun2. Okay, now let's comment this print statement and see if this is working or not. So you can see, yeah, functions has no attributes fun2. Why is that? Because you can see that we import functions, and inside functions we cannot do anything. So you need to specify fun2 actually. So like this. Now if I type it, yeah, this is inside fun from fun2.py. All right, thanks for watching.